Hi everyone. So today I'll be doing the lead code problem number 161, and it is the challenge for today, December 6th. And the problem statement says we need to find the maximum sum from the different level, but we need to find the level where we have found the maximum sum. All right. Um, so I'll just go through the example one. It will help you to understand what I'm saying. So the example one, it says, so you can see over here, there is a tree, right? It is a binary tree, and according to the problem statement, given the root of a binary tree, the level of the root is 1. So the level of the root is going to be 1. The level of its children is 2, and so on. That means the level of children will gradually increase. That means level of these two level of these two is going to be 2, right, according to the problem statement. And I need to find the smallest level such that the sum of all the values at the node at level x is maximum. It's maximal, right? That means I need to find the smallest level, uh, but the sum of the value at that level should be the maximum. Looking at the first example, I can say that the first node, which is 1, and it is at the level 1, it has the maximum value of 1, right? While looking at the second label, that consists of 7 and 0, the maximum value you will get over there is 7 plus 0, that is going to be 7. And looking at the third level, it is 7 minus 8, it is going to be minus 1, right? So what we will be returning over here is 2. 2 is the answer. And suppose if there were the value on this level, right, suppose there were more values on the level 3, then we should have counted all these value, but since there is not any more value or any more nodes of the 0, that's why we are just going to add 7 minus 8 in our level 3. For this we are just going to use the BFS. So for any tree problem you can either use DFS or BFS, looking at the problem. So what BFS does is that it will start from the root. I mean, first it will start from the root, and then it will go to its sub value, which is going to be uh, 7 in our example. Oh my god, 7, and it will go this way, right? And it will, suppose there is 8, then it will go this way, and then it will go this way. Suppose there is 0. I'm just giving the random example. So this is how BFS is done. Suppose there was 1, then it will go this way, then this way, this way, then again come back to the this way, right? um, so how I'm going to calculate it, yeah, I told you I'll be using the BFS, breadth first search. And let me show you how I will be transforming it into the code, and I'll also make you understand line by line what's going on over there. Let me just pull up the screen at first. Just give me my computer is freezing. So let me try it one more time. Yeah. So here's the question. And at first, what I'm going to do is that at first I'm going to check if the given root is valid or not. For that, if not root, I'm just going to return 0, right? And for the for the BFS, we use the DQ, and I'm going to DQ this is how we initialize the deque in the Python. That is going to be at first that is going to be the root, and after that I am going to initialize the current maximum sum that we have right now. It's going to be the negative infinity, right? Because right now we do not have anything with us, so I'm just going to assume the negative infinity is going to be the maximum sum that we have, and our best level is going to be 1. Since we are starting at level 1, suppose if some of the test cases have only one value or only one root value, then the best level is of course going to be 1, and if there is no root value, then we're just going to return 0 in from our first test case, right? And we need to also create another separate variable to keep track of our current level. So what I'm going to do is that, just going to run the loop while q is valid. I'm just going to uh, run the loop, right? So I'm going to check how many nodes are there in our current level, right? Level is going to be length of q, right? And I'm going to also initialize another variable called the current sum, where we will be calculating the current sum. And after that I am going to run the for loop in the range of node 8 level. I think you are getting up to here. So after this I'm just going to pop my node out of the queue. So that is going to be node equals to q dot pop left. That means I'm just taking the value out of the queue. Yeah, suppose if you have an array of one item, I'm taking those value out of the array, right? I mean, I'm just giving an example. So how I'm going to calculate the current sum? So what I'm going to do is that current sum plus equals to node that value. So you can see there is 1 at our first root. That means um, over there, what we will be doing is that we will be doing at first, of course, the length of the root is going to be 1, so only one time it is going to be run, right? So know that value is 1. That means 0 plus 1 is going to be 1 at first. The current sum is going to be 1. And suppose there was only one value, then that was true, right? I mean, 1 will be the highest value. So, but here you can see there are multiple values, so uh, there can be other different cases where the maximum value can be different. Then what I'll be doing is that I'll be checking if there is node dot left and node dot right. If there is left and right value, then I have to append that in the queue, right? If node dot left, then I have to append node dot left, and also if node dot right, I have to append that as well. Append node dot right. After that, what I am going to do is that if current sum is greater than uh, maximum sum, that means we have found the new maximum sum, and the maximum sum equals to current sum, and that means we also need to increase we also need to set our level to the level that where we have found our maximum sum. That means best level is going to be current level. right? And at last, what we will be doing is that current level plus 1. That means if the first if the node has already been calculated, then we need to increase the level to get to the second node. Similarly to the third, fourth, fifth, right? And what I'm returning at last is going to be the best level. I think, yeah. Let me check if it even runs or not. It says the syntax error in the range. I think, yeah, that was the syntax error. Let me check. Cannot access the current level where it is. Hmm. I think there is a typo. Let me check it. Yeah, let me submit it. So this is how I have solved this problem. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have any feedback or comments, please let me know. Thank you.